Hi guys, welcome back to my XVS guide. Now I'm gonna review Sacred Shield Charlotte Abilities Awakening. So like you know, she has been really great AoE magic tank for a long time. Actually, she is still relevant even without Abilities Awakening on today's standard. But with Abilities Awakening, her stats become really insane. Like you can see that she has 190% Spirit Boost. It is even better than Paladin Cecil Spirit Boost. But of course, if you compare it to Seek Heart is still better because Seek Heart gets Awakening and Latent abilities, okay? But yeah, like you can see that Sacred Shield Charlotte stats really better than Paladin Cecil. Health, defense, spirit, very decent. And as a magic tank, she also has 70% ice and light resist, so that's very nice, okay? But maybe only 50% provoke. I wish she gets provoke upgrade, but she doesn't, okay? Because if she gets that provoke upgrade, she can simply equip Seeker of Freedom Font STMR, and tada, she becomes auto provoker. And for the first awakening, it gives her really decent stopping ailments resist, okay? Because she has sleep, paralyzed, confused, petrify, and charm. Those 5 can prevent you tanking your party. But with by having those resist, you can tank safely, okay? Maybe stop can still stop you, but stop resist can easily be obtained at this point of the game, so very nice. 4 LB gauge per turn is also nice, but maybe not that needed, okay? But still very nice. Her LB only need 22 LB crystals, so yes, I believe you can always use your LB every 4 turns if I'm not mistaken, okay? So yes, this is pretty decent. For the second awakening, she has 100% fatal damage protection now. It is huge upgrade because on the past she only has 80% chance. Yes, it's decent, 80% is huge, but still it is not 100%. So if you are unlucky, you can die, but now that's not a problem. And also you also get LB upgrade, which is very useful, you will see later. And the most important thing is she has ability to dual cast her abilities. That's insane. That only work for your first turn, but you can extend that. So enough about stats. Now let's take a look on her abilities. The first ability you need to awaken is her cooldown, okay? It is insanely good because now it mitigates magic damage by 80%. Back then it is only 70% if I'm not mistaken, and only lasts for 1 turn. Okay, so this ability is what makes her much worse compared to Paladin Cecil, because on the past Paladin Cecil has 2 turns duration and she only has 1 turn duration, but now I can say they are about on par on magic mitigation department. And you also get 100% ice and light resist buff, which is very nice if you need those elements resist. But the reason you need to use this on the first turn is to extend your dual cast ability. Okay, you can cast this on the first turn with your tanking capabilities. So yes, you don't need to sacrifice anything on the first turn. Very nice upgrade for her. And the bad thing about the skill, actually it is not a bad thing. I can say it is kinda downside. You cannot save this for threshold attack, okay? Because yes, if you save this for your threshold, let's say if you save this for enemy threshold attack, let's say on 5th turn, then that means you won't have dual cast abilities. But if the enemy's attack are really deadly, then I think it's worth to save this for threshold attack. Okay, but on normal situation, you want to cast this on the first turn combined with your AoE magic hover. And yes, on normal turn, she can still support magic mitigation with 40% magic mitigation. Okay, the common number is 30%, so I can say this 40% magic mitigation is above average. It also gives you 150% defense and spirit, but maybe it's not that important. But still, it is good if you cannot bring buffer because tight character slot. For AoE magic cover, she also gets an upgrade. Like you can see that she has 60 to 80% damage mitigation. It is better than most your AoE magic tank, including Paladin Cecil, because Paladin Cecil only 50 to 70% damage mitigation. Okay, so yes, she is really beast, especially when she uses her limit burst, because her limit burst has 70 to 80% damage mitigation, so she will be really durable when protecting your party using her AoE magic cover from her LB. Okay, and don't forget 50% damage mitigation to all allies, the meta abilities which you need to have. Okay, so enough about awakened abilities. Now let's talk about partner. So she able to chain with Absolute Zero, Disorder, and Aurel Ray. Okay, so for Absolute Zero, you can partner her with Krilla and Lucas. Okay, I think Krilla should get her abilities awakening soon. Okay, because yes, near the 4th anniversary, then the global exclusive units should get their abilities awakening. Okay, when that happens, you can use Krilla again. Actually, Krilla is still perfectly usable at this point, but there are simply much better breaker than her. That's why I never use her anymore. Okay, but for chaining partner with Secretary Charlotte, she is pretty decent. And remember, right now, Secretary Charlotte able to dual cast. Okay, so wow, pretty decent. And for Aurel Ray, she can partner with Sieghart and of course the Seeker Freedom of Vaughn. Okay, because wow, Vaughn is really good. Okay, I have made his review yesterday. And for Aurel Ray chain, on the past, it's kind of hard to use Aurel Ray because maybe she needs to support your party. But after the dual cast upgrade, you don't need to worry about that. You can combine your Aurel Ray move with your whatever you want to do. Okay, let's say you want to heal your party, then you can combine Aurel Ray with your healing. So that makes Secretary Charlotte more reliable backup chainer. And of course, don't forget that Secretary Charlotte able to imperil ice and light resist. The maximum is 100%. Yes, not 120%, but still pretty decent. So any character who able to imbue ice and light element gonna be really useful. Okay, especially for your finisher if your finisher cannot imperil ice or light resist. So enough about partner. I don't think I need to talk about trial because yes, basically if you need AoE magic tank, then you can use her because she is really top tier at this point. Okay, so my conclusion for Awakened Secretary Charlotte. Okay, so this may trigger again some controversies, but I prefer her more than Paladin Cecil, especially after the abilities awakening. Okay, I also have Paladin Cecil 7-star form. Okay, so I don't say this because I'm salty, but like you can see now that her stats is better. Her AoE magic cover and support are also pretty decent. Okay, so I don't say Paladin Cecil is bad. He is still perfectly good and perfectly usable at this point of the game. And yes, he also able to do some things that Secretary Charlotte cannot do. For example, more elemental resist buff. But for Secretary Charlotte, for me, she is better because she able to chain well with my characters. Okay, I have Sieghart, so she can chain Aurel Ray together with Sieghart. But let's say if you use Stardust Ray backup chainer like Adventure Log, in that case, Paladin Cecil is still better than Secretary Charlotte because they can chain together and let your finisher finish the damage. Yeah, put it short. we don't need to argue which tank is the best, okay? Because if you have Paladin Cecil, Sacrificial Charlotte, and even Lightning 13 too, you can clear all the contents on this game with those tanks, because those tanks are amazing. So with this review, I don't suggest you to go that way. I should use my UOC to make my Sacrificial Charlotte into 7 stars form. I don't say that, okay? Especially if you already have 7 stars magic tank like Paladin Cecil. But for you who has Sacrificial Charlotte, I think it's totally worth to fully awaken her, because wow, her awakened version makes her really good, okay? And even without Ability Awakening, she is perfectly usable on this meta. I believe you have seen my videos, okay? You have seen I have defeated most recent trial. Actually, I haven't defeated many recent trial, but the point here is you can use Unawakened Sacrificial Charlotte on recent trials. With her awakenings, she is even better. That's what I want to say. Okay, for the Trust Master reward, I must say it's not that tempting, okay? It doesn't give you maybe Elemental Resist, but still it is pretty decent because it gives you 50 spirit and health boost, okay? So very nice, but not something I will chase. For STMR, it is also same. High spirit, high health, very decent for your AoE magic cover tank. Okay, so I think that's all you need to know about Sacrificial Charlotte Abilities Awakening. Thank you very much for watching. Please do the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brawl Packs videos guide. Bye bye guys.